Hello, welcome to my channel. This is LMB Simmer, and we are starting today off with episode 13 of the Grim Reaper's Rewards Challenge. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with this screen first because I've downloaded the new expansion pack, so we'll have to get through all that stuff. So Reaper's Rewards, week 6 this week, earning the Prowling Peeper's eye color for more ghastly looking days. This week's request for rewards: glow in the dark freezer bunny, jet, looks like a jet material, a Prowling Peepers, a casket of quiet repose, and a cowplant berry. So those are the rewards we can expect to get. We are still finishing up week 5, though. We had to quit episode 12 and we hadn't quite made the full goal, so we will be dealing with that first. So then let's look at what this says. So the macabre mementos digital content, lasting legacy family portrait, adorn your finest room with an heirloom that captures timeless family bonds. This vintage portrait adds a touch of historical charm while boasting the personal touch of the residing household. Mournful Melanie's music box. This antique music box features a tiny Grim Reaper figurine and plays a haunting lullaby, merging timeless elegance with the allure of the macabre. As an heirloom, this would withstand the test of time. Plumed elegance mask. Plumed elegance mask. Slip on this luxurious downy mask when you're feeling at your most deliciously wicked. Masquerading in this foul finery will ensure nobody can see what nefarious plans you're plotting. And then that is the early content you get for the pre-order, which goes for a specific amount of time. Then this one is Welcome to The Sims 4 Life and Death, an endless journey. Build your Sims bucket list with goals based on traits and relations. Complete them for the powerful rewards. They can also be finished in the afterlife as unfinished business. The ultimate reward is rebirth, but you can also move on or stay out as a ghost. A ghastly, gorgeous life. Join Grim's career to reap souls and help ghosts, or become a mortician to deal with death in another way. Explore crypts, build anthology skills, and pursue the ghost historian aspiration. Bond with a pet crow or collect tarot cards, ideal for macabre Sims. Goodbye for now. Sims grieve in 4 ways based on the personality and relationships. Customize grieving rituals to fit your story. Create wills to pass down heirlooms. Assign guardians and distribute simoleons. Honor the departed with memories, urns, and custom gravesites. Sorry if you heard that kick in. That's like the house vent fan thing. So it's right upstairs in the loft here, and it kicked on. Okay. Friendly or fiendish. Linger as a ghost, helping or terrorize the living. Grow abilities, assist with chores, or levitate Sims for fun. Earn fear or goodwill essence from interactions. Enjoy the afterlife activities, including special spectral woohoo with another ghost. Alright. And then I'm just going to take a look again at the pictures since I really didn't get the chance while I was reading. I'm just going to look at all that. We're probably not going to get too much into the gameplay with that because, again, we're going to resume with Delaney and finishing up getting these rewards. That is our goal for right now for this Let's Play. And then we can discuss some other things, some happenings and stuff as well. So, sorry, I needed to take a drink. But, yeah, it's late again. It's 12:35 on Sunday morning. And like in an hour and a half, the clocks are going to turn back. So, and we're going to fall back and gain an extra hour of sleep. So that will be nice, especially since it'll be late by the time I finish. I'm hoping to get week 5 finished, and if I can, as much of week 6 as possible. I know that there's like a couple days extra after this that we have to finish up the rewards, so I may need to take advantage of that. But yeah, it's officially Sunday, November 3rd when I'm filming this. So since the last time, Halloween has come and gone. Let's see what else. We did not get to do our Hocus Pocus party. Everybody was so tired. My brother and sister-in-law didn't come in from Las Vegas until like 1 o'clock in the morning on that Friday. And I wasn't prepared. I had so much stuff dealing with my mom and helping her out on Thursday and stuff, so I was really exhausted and tired come Friday and wasn't prepared and would have had so much work to do to get ready for it. And then my niece ended up having some tummy problems anyway, so we just decided to cancel it. My mom and I did watch the movies on our own, just her and I. We watched the first one on Tuesday night, and then we watched the second one Wednesday in the afternoon before my dad got home from work, because he's not a big fan of watching movies over and over and over again. He hates rewatching old movies. Certain ones that he likes, he sometimes will watch, especially if he catches them on TV, or if sometimes he forgets he's watched a movie. He might start it and then just get into it and finish watching it, but yeah, so we had to make sure we kind of watched it around when he was either sleeping or working. But we had fun anyway, even though it was just my mom and I. But we didn't do any party special things. I did make some of the cookies that I was going to make for the party, which were just the face cookies. I made the ghost ones on Halloween night, actually. So we had those on Halloween night, just my parents and I, as a little treat. We didn't even get too many trick-or-treaters this year, so my dad was a bit of a Scrooge and wouldn't let me put on the light until like 7 o'clock at night, because he didn't want the trick-or-treaters coming, because our dogs get a little rowdy when with all the door ringing and everything. So I finally talked him into, well, just let me put it on for a little while. So we did at 7, and then we shut it off somewhere between 8:30 and 9. And we did have one trick-or-treater that came after we shut the lights off, so that was interesting. And he was a little bit slightly older of a kid, I'm not quite sure, dressed as Freddy Krueger, so that too was fun and interesting. But yeah, we didn't have too many trick-or-treaters, so now I've got all this Halloween candy too that I have no idea what I'm gonna do with. But I suppose we will figure out something we have to do with it. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. These are very long loading screens. I don't know if it's just my computer that is this slow, or if everybody else's loading screens are this bad these days, but these are really long loading screens. But at least I was able to tell a little bit of a story while we're waiting and stuff. So yeah, so it was kind of a low-key Halloween this year, and we didn't have the Hocus Pocus party, so yeah. But it's okay. It's all right. And then still not getting much sleep, so still tired, so I'll try to be as energized as I can, but I am really needing sleep, guys. I don't know. I might have to take, after this challenge, I might have to take a week or two break before I come back, just to have some sleep. I still need to get my room fixed up so I can start sleeping in my bed again. I don't know if I told that story, but I broke my arm in 2 places back in April. And then by the time my arm was ready to go this summer, and I had been fixed enough to where I could actually do the work and clean my room, I did that. But then we had to start getting my mom ready for her pre-surgery stuff, and she had to go to doctors and get all the clears, so she'd have the surgery and, make sure she didn't have any mouth infections and other things that would hinder her getting the knee surgery. And so by the time we finished that, and in the end of the summer, and then she had her knee surgery in September, and then, because I've been keeping an eye on her, I've been downstairs and sleeping on the couch. But she finally got the clear on Halloween morning. She did have her doctor's appointment, and she finally had the clear. So, all clear pretty much to resume normal activities for the most part. So I am hoping that she will do that and that she will start resuming some of her normal activities, and because of that I will be able to resume a more normal schedule too as well, and stuff. But yeah, her healing's doing well. She still has some more PT. I'm not sure if they'll schedule her some more after the couple more appointments she has, because she is doing so well, so they may say she's done with her physical therapy too. And then that will give some more time too, because we won't be running out twice a week to handle that. So yeah, so hopefully things will get better in due course time. And we're just working on Delaney's gourmet cooking skill. If I remember right, we got the cooking maxed out, so we're just trying to get the gourmet cooking. She's at level 6 and she has to get to level 7 for this last goal, so we've got 85% to go, so yeah, quite a bit. So we'll see if I can get her to cook a few things before we put her to bed and conserve her energy. But yeah, so yeah, there's just been a lot of stuff going on, and just been trying to do my best to take care of everything and everybody. It's that one. Ooh, the New Year's Eve one. Okay. And but yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully getting more sleep again. It will be so nice to actually sleep more than a few hours a night. I'm going to try to do one more dish with her, and then she might be tired enough it'll be time to put her back to sleep. So let's do that one. And yeah, so I mean, I haven't been sleeping for I've been running on about 4.5 hours of sleep every night at least since the beginning of this year. So and possibly even longer than that, and I really need to start getting more sleep. So that is my next goal to focus on, is just me getting to sleep. Lisa needs to learn at bedtime. So voting is now open. All right, to the voting board. We'll have to keep that in mind and have her vote, maybe. Okay, you done with that one, Delaney? Okay, let's put that away. You have enough energy. You could probably cook one more. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're just trying to get her to up to gourmet level 7, and so that we can get this last one for week 5 and then move on to week 6 of the goal, and then hopefully we will be done. So she's halfway there, so we're doing a pretty good job overall and stuff. So wow, it's already November 3rd today officially. So I mean, technically I still kind of count this as my Saturday, but it's officially 12:45 in the morning, so I mean it is morning, but on Sunday. But yeah, so the next big thing is going to be Thanksgiving. I am not doing NaNoWriMo this year. I've done it in past years, but there's just been so much controversy this year and stuff that all of the local liaisons and libraries and groups that I used to belong to and participate with Nano and have decided not to do it this year. Nobody wants to sign up to be a municipal liaison because of the controversy with that. And if you, that's a writing thing and an author thing, and so you may not know, but NaNoWriMo is National Novel Writing Month. A lot of writers and authors participate in it, and basically the goal is, I mean, things have kind of changed, and you can kind of in some ways do your own thing and stuff. It's not as strict as it used to be, but basically the goal was to write a new novel of at least 50,000 words for the month of November. And it originally did not start in the month of November. Funnily enough, I believe some people said that it originally started in July, which in my opinion would probably be a better month for it, because in the middle of November, when everybody is trying to do all the holiday stuff, it adds an extra layer of stress. So on one hand, I am not sad that my local writing groups are not participating in this year, because I will have a break and can focus just on getting through the holidays this year without that an additional stress added on my shoulders. So I am so happy for that to be the case. And I'm still working on my first manuscript. It's been completed for 10 years now, but I'm still trying to edit it. I know, it's just, editing is so much harder. Writing is fun, editing not much. So I have a real hard time getting myself to sit down and really stick with it. But I finally did in July get a chance, because after my arm healed enough, I did finally get enough of a chance to go through and fine-tunely edit at half of chapter 1. My book is 24 chapters and it's 453 plus typed pages. So it is an epic size here. So I definitely have a lot of work more to go, but my goal at the beginning of the year was to get it edited and hopefully start thinking about publication by the end of this year. But then I broke my arm, so that put me way behind on a lot of stuff. And then my mom had to have her knee surgery this year and stuff. So next year, it's my goal to complete the editing by next year for sure. But whatever I can crank out by the end of this year will just make next year better, right? Less work for next year. So I'm definitely not planning on skipping out on doing any work for the rest of this year. But I am going to definitely make that a big focus next year. And this year, just surviving for the rest of the year. It's kind of been what it's been since I broke my arm, just surviving. And even before that, I don't know if I mentioned it real big, but I ended up getting COVID in December, and I have asthma. I've had asthma since I was diagnosed with it, and I was probably like 13, 14 when I was diagnosed with asthma. I think that was about the time. I think I was in junior high in 7th grade. Weston McGowan would like to come over and hang out. I was like, okay, no, because she's sleeping right now. Sorry, dude. So I've had it for a long time. And so controversially, and some people might hate to hear this, but I did, and I have gotten all of my booster shots except for the latest one. I need to get that done and taken care of, but for the COVID, but I ended up catching it. I was doing these bazaars with my sister-in-law last year, and I don't know if that's how I caught it or whatever, but I caught the COVID, and then it was my first time getting it. And they gave me the Paxlovid because of me being at special risk, and it did help keep me out of the hospital and off a ventilator, so I'm grateful for that with my asthma. But it did mess up my lungs a little bit, so when I started seeing the lung doctor in like February, they put me on a steroid inhaler, and she said I have to be on it for at least a year. I hate the thing because I have to take it twice a day, roughly 12 hours apart. It's not super stickler on the whole 12 hours apart thing, but you have to take it twice a day, and it just gets annoying. And then after you puff it in, you have to let it sit for a while, and then you have to rinse it out before you do anything else with your mouth, because it can cause thrush of the mouth, which is basically a yeast infection of the mouth. And I've had one of those in the past when I was on the inhaler in the past, and when I had some medication mix up when I went to a clinic too once, and I had walking pneumonia, and it was one of those clinics, where you just see random doctors. You walk in and they gave me a different mix of medication that caused it. And so I had walking pneumonia and thrush. That was not fun. And so, but yeah, so I definitely want to avoid that. So I have to do that twice a day. And it's just a small thing, but it can be annoying sometimes when you're trying to do other stuff, or you just sit down after getting everything ready and then the alarm goes off and you're like, oh man, I have to get back up and go do my inhaler and rinse out my mouth. And yeah, so not to complain too much, because I'm very lucky. I was very lucky since I had the asthma that it just did a little minor thing to my lungs and not something more worse. So very thankful for that. Definitely is a blessing. So anyway, we're just waiting for Delaney to sleep, and I probably should have made this faster, but I was too busy yapping, so I didn't. I heard there's a talent show going on at the lounge. Let's go embarrass ourselves. Oh, he really wants to hang out with Delaney, but Delaney's got stuff to do, dude. We don't got time for that. We need to get her skills up so we can start the next week of the challenges. So yeah, so that's what's going on with that. And I am not ready yet for the holidays that are coming and stuff, but I usually do like to start planning right after. I like to try to keep my holidays within the region that they're at, so I don't like to think about Thanksgiving till Halloween is over. Don't like to think about Christmas till Thanksgiving is over kind of gal, but definitely as soon as they're over, I'm on to wanting to plan the next one. And a lot of the people at my family are very much spontaneous, last minute planners, and I'm the gal who likes to plan weeks in advance for big major events and stuff. And I hate having to go do, especially for dinners, for food. It's bad for Christmas shopping too, when you're doing shopping for anything present wise too. It is really bad to wait till last minute, but I definitely hate the holiday food shopping last minute, because then the stores are out. We live in a little area. You have to drive like an hour to the bigger town, and even sometimes going there, they're out. And it's like, sometimes it's like when some of the Halloween stuff started coming out in the summer, I nabbed some of that stuff, didn't end up making some of it, like the cupcakes, but they're good for a couple of years, so I'll make them next year. And but you have to nab them, because if you don't, you might not get a chance, because like even 2 weeks before Halloween, our local Walmart was out of them already, the funfetti cupcakes for Halloween. So, and I had heard some people we have a concerned citizen page for our county here. And there's a couple little towns within our county, and people were complaining because they couldn't find the pumpkin sugar cookies, and I got the pumpkin and the ghost ones, but that was when we were out of town in the bigger city area. I picked them up weeks in advance, like at the very beginning of October and stuff. You just have to do that around here. So it can be frustrating for sure, definitely. And so yeah, I am gonna be stressing, because I'm going to want people to be planning and thinking about stuff, and they're gonna be like, let's wait till Tuesday or Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, and try to put a whole family dinner together for 7+ people. I'm like, no. So hopefully, well, and usually my sister-in-law and I plan a lot of stuff, and then sometimes my brother's involved, because for their household, he is like the financial one, so it all has to kind of be approved through him on that respect. But yeah, so we'll see how it goes. And originally my other nephew was going to join us. I've kind of adopted him. He is my sister-in-law's kid, and stuff, so I've kind of adopted him as my nephew. He is older now, he's like 21, and so but yeah, I officially asked him if I could adopt him. Woohoo, you're becoming quite the culinarian. You've acquired all the skills and knowledge you need to begin project. event points, and then I think you're ready for the final step. Yes, so we got the last one from week 5, so we will be moving on to week 6. So that is great. Oh, and here comes up the pop-up for week 6. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here and pause it here for the week 5 video, and then go ahead, since it's almost time up anyway, and then go ahead and start the next video for week 6. But just to finish on that note, the nephew was supposed to come in from out of town and be here for like 2 weeks. And originally he was going to be here for Thanksgiving, but now he's going to go hunting. He said he had a hunting trip of a lifetime offered to him, and he couldn't pass it up. So now we're just going to be 7, I think, for this year. So we'll have to see what we cook up for this year's festivities. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys go for now. Thank you so much if you stayed. And again, thank you. I appreciate it. I've got 2 new followers. I was so excited about that. And I just really appreciate all of you for just listening and coming along with this journey with me. So thank you, and you take care and have a great one wherever you are. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.